Welcome back to the Wedding Police. If you're just joining us, we're talking groom styling today. So if you have a wedding coming up and you're a groom, or you're about to be a best man, this is the show you need to be tuned into, okay? I'm still joined by Issy and Hannah, and so far we've looked at designs from Deji and Kola, Ugomoye, Tocini, and up next on our list, we have Rogue. So we're gonna start out with this look, and this is Aking Famu. This is a very strong look, ladies. What do we think about this one? This is damask, right?
Yeah.
I must ask. Okay, all right, awesome.
I really like it. I really like seeing damask agbadas. I'm a fan of when it's done in more subdued colors. I think the styling is nice. I think the use of the horsehair and not the staff or the span is a great one. Yeah. Personally, I have a vendetta against patent leather shoes, so I will always mark it down.
But your shoes have the tassel, though.
Is the patent leather should not be there. I just don't like them.
Okay.
I just don't.
So you'd rather suede shoes with this look?
Maybe suede shoes, or different, like a type of brogue or muse or something. Love the accessories. Great creative. For sure. I like it. Great. Solid.
Okay. All right. Awesome.
I think I completely agree with AC. And for me, seeing this image, I'm just seeing like a vintage man. Like, so you're not really thinking in the new modern day. So it's like, it's really, really interesting using damask. And I love damask because it's rich, it's royal,
it gives texture. And
yeah.
But do you both think that this is great for a groom or more like a guest?
No, for groom, for sure.
For groom?
You stand out for sure if you're the groom. And in an understated way, even though I know it's a lot of color, but
I think you will.
For a groom, for sure.
Especially if you have the right color for you. If you also have the right color for you, and then maybe like, you stand out.
You know what? Back to that vintage thing you said. You remember the picture of Obasanjo and Jimmy Carter? That's exact. Once you said that was what comes to mind. That's what came to mind. Not in an aged way, but like in a grand,
just like
modernizing that look.
I'm not doing this modern day with you people. Very
much. I love it for sure.
Yeah, I agree with you guys. I like the horsehair here and not the staff and the fan. I think that's an interesting take. I like the. Like you said, damask can be, some of the fabrics can be a bit too loud and in your face. This one's a bit muted with the shades of brown and with the black and whatnot. I like the embroidery in the middle. I like that the beads did not extend beyond where the embroidery was. It just stops where it should. So that's great styling in itself. I think Aking Famu definitely embodied this look. I love the glasses with this as well. I think it even makes it a stronger look.
Very strong.
And very clean shave. So,
very clean
so
shave.
for grooms, please, it's very important. You need to groom as well. You need to groom as well because the entire look needs to come together. And I think this particular look did just that. So kudos to Aking, kudos to Rogue for this one. Sure. Let's take a look at the second look we have here. I believe this is a groom or model. What do we think about this one?
It's black.
What does that mean?
And so I can't see. I can't see, and that's maybe just me. But I like the beads. I like the embroidery. I don't know what those shoes are, but I don't like them. I don't know why the pants are too skinny.
To say that.
I was going to say
I wasn't sure. I wasn't sure what I was doing.
Why do we have the skinny
not
pants?
leg day.
I'm like, what
in
is
every
going
life,
on?
Skinny pants.
in like streetwear, skinny pants are not acceptable. We'll let you go.
I don't think skinny
But
pants
for
are in
suits
anymore.
and for trad, there is no life, guys. Grooms. Look into my eyes. There is no life where in trad or in suits, skinny pants are acceptable in life. Let's not.
Yeah.
And so, great top.
What EC said.
Great top. The bottom, the shoe, and then the shoes are now fat.
But they're like,
So it looks weird.
Yeah.
And so this is why you need to pay attention to your entire creative.
I was going to say that this is why you always say creative.
Yeah.
But yeah, the top is great. The bottom is a disaster.
Yeah, Hannah.
Because, I completely agree with her. And then the person question said, your entire creative. This just is like they didn't layer the Agbada thing well. It's not sitting well on the neck, and then the shoes are not properly fitted, and then the pants, no. But the fact that it's black and then the embroidery is nice. Honestly, the beads. They're really cool. It's just they didn't just present it well. It's just the entirety of the presentation that wasn't
Yeah,
100%.
I agree with you, ladies. I feel like this is the first time I'm seeing Agbada, and it feels like there's way too much fabric. It almost feels like it's padded here or something. He looks like he's about to take off, and I don't know where he's going. Yeah, I don't know where he's going because it doesn't make any sense to me. My guy needs to get in the gym and do leg day because the legs are too skinny. Those pants are way too skinny. The shoes are way too bulky. The top is way too chunky.
Yeah.
And then even here, so you can see what I'm talking about, because it kind of gives him a hunchback. It kind of looks like a hunchback, but that's all that fabric that's there.
Bunched up.
And the embroidery is just not sitting right the way it should. So I feel like he's going to come for me because the way he's looking at me. It's like, Vanessa, don't talk shit about my look.
With me.
But please, it is a strong black look, but I feel like the tailoring of this is so off. I don't even know what more to say about this. I don't like the tailoring of it at all. But I like the beads, I like the embroidery, I like the black can be a strong look if it's executed well. I don't think this was executed the way it should have been. And yeah, that's that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Spot on.
That's all I have to say for that look, okay? So moving swiftly on. We have Toby Bakray, also styled by Rogue. What do we think about this look? I think this was for one of his
movie premiere.
Yeah, it was a movie premiere thing, if I'm not mistaken. And what do we think about this with the interesting embroidery thing and detailing in the back? Hannah, the way you're looking at
that
Issy,
a whole suede suit?
The way you're looking at Issy is like,
I think it's velvet.
Is it velvet? A whole velvet agbada?
Yeah, it's like, are you gonna say it or should she say it?
Because we've said the same thing already.
Let her say it. Let her say it.
I feel like you're both thinking something, but nobody wants to say it.
I think you should say it.
We don't need a whole
Akwoche.
we need a whole velvet agbada. I don't think we need a whole velvet agbada.
But is that what's wrong with this though?
No, I'm coming.
Okay, all right. Go on.
I think, is this like chain mail that they just put on top as an applique, like some type of sequin? Because I don't get it. Is there a pattern in the front? I don't get it. I think that is an afterthought. And Toby is carrying it very well. It's Toby. He's photographed well, yeah. It's a poor garment. And the shoes are horrific. It's a poor garment. The shoe choice is horrific. It's not, I think the fact that it's velvet is already weighted and the contours that an agbada should have cannot be achieved because it's already a weighted fabric.
Yeah.
First look, cool, but on details, I wouldn't, it's not, I would.
It's a mess.
It's a mess for me. It's a mess for me. Great creative, but still
Hannah,
so
I need you to speak your mind.
Yes, Hannah. Please don't make me the bad guy, Hannah. Don't make me the bad guy.
Speak your mind, please.
on this one, right? And velvet is a very good fabric, royal as well, and I respect velvet a lot. However, if you are going to use a velvet fabric, you have to think deeply. Especially with your details, you can't carry velvet and put this
on top.
This thing on top of it. I don't know, is this stones or
stone?
No, you have to properly curate the embroidery you want to put on the. Like if you go to those old vintage, to the archives, you see how they treat velvet. They have this embroidery, threading, and all those. So that's how it comes to life. You can't carry velvet and put this thing on it. That's my. And then you're using. That's like a wine velvet. There's a lot you could have done with that. Like it's such an
in terms of the color.
The color.
No, the color is perfect, but like. If you're going to use wine velvet, you need to just really think deeply on how you want to present it because that's how it comes out and that's how it comes together. And then the beads, I don't understand what they're doing there in the first place. Are they going to be long or are they going to be short?
Yeah.
Are they really that color? And then the shoes. They just really spoiled. For me, they spoiled this velvet. Velvet is my baby. I love velvet so much. So I expect you to deliver properly when you use velvet, to be honest.
Yeah. I feel like this entire look looks like an afterthought. I think Toby just flew into town that night and he had a movie premiere and they said, you know what, give me whatever you have. And he just went with whatever beads he had in his wardrobe because I refuse to believe that a stylist put this together. The shoes are an absolute no. This thing looks like it was ironed on. whatever that thing
It
is.
can be peeled off.
It looks like it should be peeled off. No, it can't be. It should be peeled off and never used again.
And never used again.
But it definitely, I don't have a problem with the velvet at
all.
No.
But guess what? If you take this, if you peel this thing
I
off
was going to say that.
and toss that away, and you replace that with
better beads.
actual hand beaded, so you can do that 3D effect for texture, this would have made a lot more sense.
In fact, right now, just remove that thing on it and leave the velvet as it is.
No, but then you always
It'll
have
be
just a
plain
plain
now.
velvet thing. So you need
For
you
me,
need
it's
some-
actually, it's better
No, so
you do
need-
that
need
than
some sort
have
of-
this thing
which is
on
why,
it.
Which is why I
Yeah.
said
The
you need a
beads will be the
breaker. for
breaker.
sure.
Yeah, the beads.
Which is why I said as an afterthought, because if there was time, they would do the embroidery. If there was more time on the embroidery, they would do the beading.
The beading.
But you can see this was just like, okay, you know what, let me cut out
Let's do
some
something
fabric,
quick.
get some cutouts,
Yeah.
and then just iron this on.
Ah.
Whatever's happening in the back should never have happened.
In life.
And if I saw Toby and he turned his back to me, I'll be so upset.
On his
Because
behalf.
is that a music note? I'm so
Yeah.
confused about what is
What
going
are
on
you
in the
trying
back.
to
Like
Yeah.
also, there's
So,
advice for grooms.
I can tolerate the front, but the
Yeah.
back is completely off-putting. I don't get it. It looks like a hook. Like what
Or
exactly
a
is going on?
music note
Yeah,
or
or
something.
music
and
notes or something,
except it was
you
a
get.
musical, I don't get it.
But
And
guess
also
what?
like sidebar, stay away from the red beads.
Yeah.
I think they tend to look cheap. I think the red beads are a knockoff of actual coral beads.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
If you can't get the real coral beads, but let them be coral
Yeah.
and not red.
Or use the shiny ones that people use.
Yeah, or the
longer
shiny ones.
that we
But
see
these
now.
ones
Yeah.
tend to come off
Yeah.
particularly costumey
Yeah.
and a bit cheap.
But
yeah.
Issy, I was gonna say, you know,
Yes, please.
the whole show you've been talking about, the creative is on, and I'm just like, what does she mean by creative? This is where I see that now, because Toby made this look so good. But when you have to analyze it from a fashion point of view, you realize that this is a miss.
Yeah.
But then he carries it so well. So I'm pretty sure if you check on Instagram, I probably liked this photo.
Yes, and the
I-
photo is not bad.
Do you know what I'm saying? Because he carried it so well. But then I'm looking at it and I'm like, wait, what's that fabric that's stuck on? What's the shoe? What is the... Do you get, now I'm analyzing and picking apart the things that I don't like, so it doesn't make any sense. So again, to grooms, carriage is everything. Grooming is everything. The pictures, everything as well. It can take a really bad outfit to like an okay-ish outfit, and which is what we're seeing here today. I don't love this look, but Toby embodied this look.
Yeah,
So I
agreed.
can't even be mad
Agreed.
at him. Do you know what I'm
Agreed.
saying? I can't even be
Agreed.
mad.
Agreed.
But yeah, whew, that's a lot. Let's see, what else do we have? We have another groom here, and this is white. This is interesting. This is interesting. It's fresh.
Yeah,
I
very
like it's
fresh.
fresh.
Very
White
fresh.
is. I did say I didn't like the nude and stuff, but white is interesting.
White,
it looks
yeah.
like he's
It's
going
like
straight
white,
from his
white.
wedding to heaven, so it's fine. Issy, talk to me.
I don't think there's anything
Wrong
bad
with
I can
this.
say.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just a stylist thing in between shots. They could have arranged the agbada so it's not lopsided. I want to say maybe a less bulkier shoe, but when I think about it, I don't know what that would look like. But it's clean.
Okay.
I'm imagining the look with shades, but no.
Okay.
Maybe a staff or a fan.
A staff would have been
A
nice.
staff.
Staff
Yeah,
would
I think
have
it's
been
staff.
nice.
Yeah, a staff would have been nice.
And yeah, solid.
Not bad,
I don't
yeah.
get all those rouging things at the bottom of the box, but yeah, good model as well.
Yeah?
Skin tone matches the white, the color grading of the creative.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not mad at it. I don't think it's all the way there, but I'm not. If my
Mad
groom
at
showed
it.
up, this would be good.
Yeah, the wedding was too hot.
Hella stains on the,
Yeah.
a lot of stains on the kaftan but on the agbada but yeah.
The wedding was too hot if he shows up
Yeah,
like this.
yeah.
Kinda.
I completely agree with her.
Yeah?
Skin tone and the white as well, very perfect. But however, I'm not sure about the beads though.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe.
Would you have gone with a different color, maybe?
Maybe
Or
a
length?
different color.
Or size?
Yes. No,
The size of the
length,
bead?
length,
Okay.
and then maybe a
So
different
length
color.
should be longer.
Probably maybe somewhere here.
There should have been a second one, maybe?
Yeah, maybe.
Okay.
So that one is just there like, oh, what am I doing here? Am I supposed to be here or not? So that's what I'm saying with the
I can
bids.
see that.
And then, well, like you said, the agbada not properly layered. Everything other than that, it looks okay. Just
Yeah.
yeah.
I think I'm not mad at this look. I think it's okay. He looks like a Nigerian angel. So it's okay, it works. I don't hate the shoes as well, it works. These pants are slim, but they're not as slim as the other guy's one. So it's not as bad.
Yeah, I
Do you
think
know what I'm
this
saying?
one
It's not as
works.
bad. The Agbada is not as chunky, so it sits as it should. I'm with you with the beads. I think maybe I would have gone with a different color for the beads. But if we're looking at a clean all white look from head to toe, then it works.
Yeah.
But if I was going to style this, I probably would style slightly different. You get, I'll change the hats, I'll change the beads. I'll just add a bit of like
More.
a pop of color. You can just make it more interesting, just so that it grabs your attention more. But again, he's an angel. So
Do you think it would have been better if you didn't
It's
take
fine.
it against a white background? Would that have
no,
been made
I
it
think that's
more-
fine.
Yeah.
It doesn't even take away from anything,
it,
to be
yeah.
honest.
At
It actually
all,
doesn't
yeah.
take away
At
from
all.
anything.
Yeah.
It's fine. Because even with the white background,
just
you can still see the
clean
beading and the
and clean,
texture
yeah.
on
And
the
yeah.
Agbada itself. So it still works for him. He's clean shaved, good looking chap. Not bad.
Not bad at all.
Yeah, not
Very
bad at
well.
all. Okay, and our final look for tonight is this is an interesting take on isiagu, a different style even. What do we think about this look? Issy.
The shoes. I was like,
Right. I was going to, and then no, maybe we should have cut out that part and not
Maybe you
take
should
it
have
all
added
the
it
way.
because
So everything was going so well until
Yeah,
we saw
until
the
it was not. It was going. Maybe not well, but it was going.
But it was
somewhere.
going. And then now
And then the
it's gone.
shoes. Otilo
It's gone.
Fafa.
Why? Oh no.
I think everything from the waist up is great. Everything from the waist down looks like a totally different outfit. I was gonna say that I like is the color of the skirt different from the color of the top?
It's two different.
It's two
yeah,
different.
It's two different. Isiagu.
I like that. I don't
Fabrics,
like the
yeah.
application. I like the two pattern thing. I like that. I don't know as a stylist or a designer how I would have done this.
Yeah.
I just don't. I'm not totally. I like the top. So if we go to the top, if we just go to the top of it, the hat, the hair, the solid.
Yeah.
But the skirt down is a bit and the creative is poor.
Yeah. I wonder if a groom can wear this because it's giving me more wedding guest than groom. Actually, it's even giving me
Groom's
more
man
like,
for like-
not even a wedding guest. It's giving me more like maybe like AMVCA trad cultural day type thing. Do you get, as opposed to like even a wedding guest because
all those
it looks
guys
like a skirt. It's like I can't really tell. I hate those shoes, by the way. I find it very
Hideous.
offensive.
Offensive to me
I
and my
find it very
homegirls.
offensive, so I'm trying not to look. But I don't know that a groom can wear this. But again, I'm asking you guys because you're the fashion stylist, right? Would you style a groom in this or a wedding guest?
Not this
perhaps?
way.
No.
Because in Benin, in Edo, this is what they wear. So it's not the style of the
Yeah.
garment.
The bottom half is a skirt, right?
It's a skirt.
Yeah, it's a skirt.
So it's
Yeah,
not the
just so we're clear, yeah.
fact that it's a
I
skirt.
thought it was baggy pants, but it's a
okay, no. So
skirt,
it's not the
yeah.
fact that it's a skirt or it's the fabrics
Yeah.
or fabric. I'm sorry. I
yeah.
don't know if I would have paired it this way.
Yeah.
I like the two individuals. Again, I like if I saw pants at the bottom.
Yeah.
I like the hair. I like
Yeah.
it. The clear glasses.
Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah, I love
the clear glasses.
I love the clear
that.
glasses.
But everything from the waist down is just, I just don't.
Yeah.
I'm also trying to see if it's a fit issue, but I don't know because it might be the skirt that's puffing it out.
Yeah.
But just in this picture, if we cut it like that, fantastic. But
Yeah.
not with it.
I agree. I think for me, it's Hannah. Did you want to say something?
Yeah. I think I agree with her. I think it's probably the feet issue here, and then because there's some angles they're showing the images from, and then I'm like, okay, well, I think it's as it's standing this way, it's not so bad.
Yeah.
And then I think I can put a groom in this. However, maybe the skirt a bit fuller. I don't mind
Yes, maybe it should be fuller.
Yeah.
okay.
I also don't mind the mix of the fabrics at all because the colors sort of work. And then if you're going to mix fabrics this way, ensure that they are lined properly. So if you see the jacket, I can see that one part of the is it the lion head thing is going up and the other one is coming down, so they are not properly aligned.
Yeah,
you have to use like proper alignment of
That's a great observation.
So there's that there. So for me, I'm just already like it's throwing me off.
So
like why would you?
Issue.
It's a tailoring issue, and then you're not using the right amount of fabric, and then the shoes are hideous. I love the clear glasses, and so I can actually put a groom in this. Just in a more curated way. Yeah.
Okay, all right. Well, I'm not going to speak about the shoes because you already know how I feel. So moving on.
We all feel that way.
Moving
we all
on.
feel that way.
I'm not crazy about the mix of fabrics, if I'm being totally honest. I don't mind mixing fabrics, but I'm not crazy about this particular mix. If I would have done this, I think I would have gone the other way. I think I'd have taken the bottom half to the top and then let it fade into the other one. I don't think I'd have done it in this way because it looks weird. The bottom half looks really, really weird to me. I really like the top, the jacket. I think I can rock that jacket. I think anyone can rock that jacket. It's absolutely fantastic. I don't like the skirt. I don't know if it's a fit issue or a fabric issue or both. But yeah, I don't particularly love this look. I don't see a groom wearing this. A stylist really needs to convince me or show me how a groom can make this sort of work. And yeah, don't show me those shoes again, please.
Don't show anybody those.
Please don't show me those shoes again.
Like it looks like the studs are incomplete, like they failed.
Yeah, but if somebody showed up wearing this to like the AMVCA Cultural Day, I won't be mad at it. To be honest. A movie premiere that had a theme to it, I won't be mad. It's missing a staff for sure. That would just sort of tie the entire look together. This can work with the staff or even the fan. The fan that
the fan.
Or I think black horsehair.
Yeah, so any
black
of them.
brown,
so that would have definitely
elevated
elevated the look. And then just switch the shoes out for like black suede shoes and whatnot. You can just keep it simple with the shoes because the fabric is already doing a lot here. No need for the beads, so I like the fact that they didn't put any beads in because of the neckline.
Yeah, the neckline is perfect without the beads.
So it's an interesting take. Again, I think it's just, this for me just comes down to execution. I feel like if this look was well executed, I would love it a lot more. But for now, I'm a bit on the fence, so I'll give it a 7. I'll give it a 6 for effort. And I would like to see someone else take on this particular style, but do better with the execution of this. So yeah, 6.
Yeah, same. I think 6.
Yeah, same.
5.
5. Well, close enough.
6 because the grooming is good.
Yeah, the grooming is nice. He pulled it off
like
funny enough.
The clear glasses. The clear
glasses is great. Like that's why I was waiting to see
as annoying
pants.
as it is.
I was waiting to see pants underneath.
Yeah,
the clear glasses.
He kind of pulled it off. So it's fine. All right, guys. Thank you for staying with us so far. We are going to the best part now. Do stay with us, and we will be right back to tell you our favorite and our least favorite looks. Okay? Don't go anywhere. Welcome back to the Wedding Police. I'm still your host, Vanessa, still joined by Issy and Hannah. And if you just joined us, I don't know where you've been, but you're just in time for the best part. Now, this is the part where we tell you our least favorite looks and our favorite looks. So I'm going to start with Issy. So all the looks that we've seen so far today, tell me, what has been, let's go with least favorite first, right? So what has been your least favorite look and why?
My least favorite, I don't know his name.
Okay.
Sorry, sir.
Maybe you can describe the look.
Don't be annoyed. But the 20 naira guy.
Yeah.
Happy married life, but no.
But no.
But no.
So the 20 naira guy you
20
said?
20 naira guy, yeah.
Fantastic. Hannah?
I think I will go with the same person. And not just because of the outfit, but also because it did not, the grooming. I'm like, maybe if you had done that, we could have just looked away and like, okay, try to, put some sort of effort into it. So yeah.
So it was basically giving no effort at all?
No, at all.
Oh, okay. Okay, interesting. I think my least favorite look is, I'd go with the guy in the, is it nude cream Agbada with the green beads. I absolutely hated that color, choice of colors, the length of the Agbada, the choice of beads, nothing worked here. So this is very underwhelming for me, especially as a groom. So yeah, this is definitely my least favorite. All right, so moving on. Issy?
My
Tell me, favorite look.
Favorite look. My
Yeah.
favorite look would be RMDs. And that's just for the entire product.
Yes.
The creative,
Yeah.
the fit, the styling.
Okay.
Every image angle is
Okay.
great.
Okay. Is that because it's R&D or because you love this look?
See, the look and also RMD, but like I've seen him in some things that didn't look great. But
Okay.
I mean, like generally this for
Everything
the
works.
whole
Okay.
creative concept, I think it's great. Everything works, and I'll say this is my favorite.
Okay, all right, awesome. Shout out to Deji and Kola for this look.
Deji and Kola, yeah.
Hannah,
I think my favorite look will be Skepta.
Skepta.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I think because when you take, I have not particularly seen Skepta in a traditional look before. So when you take someone out of their comfort zone and you still make them, should I use the word eat in that look? And that's, you're a stylist. Like, and then you see, there's fabric manipulation, there's color manipulation. See how they used white and like a lighter shade of blue to blend the red and the other darker shade of blue. Come on.
Yeah.
So it's the entire presentation of it. You know, they didn't do too much, and it wasn't underwhelming as well. It was just right there. So it's like very, very interesting.
Okay.
Well put together look.
Yeah,
for
good
me.
choices, guys. So RMD and Deji and Kola.
Deji and Kola.
Skepta. That's Deji and Kola as well.
Yes.
If I'm not mistaken. Okay. Really good choices, ladies. Really good choices. My favorite look, I almost changed it because you were nah. My favorite look has to be Kenny in Ugomoye. It's I'm really sad that he's married, you know. But it is what it is. But this is a strong look. He embodied this look down to the shoes. There's nothing. Everything was a hit. The glasses, the hats, the agbada, the pants, how baggy it was. You get very loose fitting and whatnot. It's such a fun look. It's very modern, it's very fresh, it's very interesting. So yeah, if I was getting married tomorrow and my groom showed up like this, it'd be hell yes. Hell yes. So this was definitely my favorite look of the night. Okay? Yeah? All right, we've come to the end of the show. Issy,
Interesting.
did you have fun?
I had the best time.
Hannah, did you have fun?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah,
I
would you
enjoyed it.
both come back again, maybe?
I feel like I'm gonna bully y'all now to bring me back. I
Okay.
would love to come back.
I would love to have you back
would love
again.
to
I'd
come
love to have
come
you back
back.
again. So please, our doors are always open.
For sure.
Do join us again. And to you watching at home, thank you so much for joining us today. It's been another exciting episode. Please don't forget to follow us on YouTube. Drop your comments. Let us know what was your favorite look and your least favorite look. And also just talk us through some of the looks. Did you like them? Did you not like them? Let us know, okay? I remain your host, truly, Vanessa, signing out. Bye-bye.